आमकां आज जॉइन जातात सौविक Majumdar, who is the CEO of Iron and Steel Business of Vedanta Limited. So, very commendable work. Please tell us till now what Vedanta has done, because I think everybody needs to pitch in, because we know the resources are strained. What all Vedanta has done till now?
Yeah, Saglek, namaskar. See, Pramod, when this epidemic started near about say 15 days back, then I personally had a talk with the Honorable Chief Minister, the Chief Secretary, and also Health Minister. And I said that, like the first and foremost is oxygen. And I have a plant. So I will produce medical oxygen. Of course, it is an industrial plant, but then I can produce medical oxygen and I can give you free of cost. And I'll do that. And immediately government latched on that. And I'm very happy that government started taking that oxygen. And till now, we have given almost 100 tons of oxygen. Medical oxygen free of cost, and then every day I'm producing around 3 tons. The entire 3 tons is given to the government, and as long as government need it, we'll do that. Second thing, I also ask the Honorable Chief Minister that like what more I can do. Then CM said that like immediately if we can get some concentrators, oxygen concentrators from wherever it is possible. So we searched, and as like that is the most sought after thing in India. And then we searched everywhere all over the world, and then we said to the government that around 200 oxygen concentrator will be airlifting from wherever it is. We have already given around 100, maybe around 110 till date, and remaining 90 odd is expected in another couple of days also, or so. Then third thing, what I said to CM, Honorable CM and CS is that, like our chairman, Mr. Anil Agarwal, he has placed around 1,000 beds all across the country. And there is a capsule of, 100 beds. In that, around 80 oxygenated bed, 20 critical care bed with all the equipments. And in that, around 10 ventilators will be there as a capsule, which is a sort of, tented atmosphere, AC tent thing that will be there. So can we get something for Goa? Then the administration told me, we had a couple of meetings with administration. Then administration said that like in GMC we already have a beautiful building, and there the equipments are not there. So these all equipment, 100 beds along with in that 80 are oxygenated and 20 are critical care, and in that 20 also 10 are ventilator beds. We have any ventilators. So if we can get this equipment for the Goa Medical College, it will be great, because tent and all, it may not be required because we have already got a setup. So immediately we agreed for that, and it is almost 6-7 days past. Already the orders have gone, and we are lifting these equipments from everywhere. And I believe in another 8 to 10 days time, this entire setup will be there in Goa Medical College. I mean, I personally am in touch with the administration. I'm in touch with the top bosses, including the health minister, the chief minister, and then the chief secretary and the health secretary. And whatever is required to save life, we'll do for the country and do for the state.
So 2 questions just for abundant clarity. So out of 100 beds, you are saying 80 are oxygen beds, 10 are ICU beds, and 10 are ventilator beds.
Correct.
Yeah. And as far as the oxygen supply is concerned, just to ask you for how long Vedanta is prepared to give this medical oxygen free, and whether tomorrow if the requirement goes up, whether the company is prepared to scale up the delivery.
See, first question is, as long as this situation persists, and I hope that this situation will be solved very soon. But as long as the state administration want for the life of the people, we will supply this free of cost to the government as long as it needs. And second, to answer the second question is, we have last couple of days we have had plenty of round of discussion with all across the technical expert and everybody. But in this plant we can maximum produce 3 ton. We are not supposed to produce this medical grade oxygen, but then we have done some modification and producing this. We can't do anything more than this 3 ton of medical grade oxygen. So that is what whatever is maximum we are producing in this plant.
And as you rightly said, as long as it is required, the company will be there to support the government.
Absolutely,
Uh,
absolutely,
do you
absolutely.
think more corporates should come forward and pitch in now? Because one thing is very clear, that as far as the state administration is concerned, the resources are strained. As far as Goa Medical College is concerned, there are the number of patients is double the capacity of beds right now. So your 100 beds will be a huge respite for the government of Goa. So you expect that let other corporates also come forward and pitch in now?
See, I'll not be able to talk about others, but then one thing I can say that I think everybody is trying to do whatever is best possible from his or her side to help the people, to help the state, to help the country. And I think it is all of our responsibility. I mean, be it as a corporate, be it as a normal citizen. My request to everybody would be, even as a normal citizen, forget about whether it's a corporate or non-corporate, even as a normal citizen, it is our now primary responsibility to help people. So even if I, as a single individual, if I can help somebody at this crisis, I think that will go a long way. And I think my request to all my fellow, countrymen and the statesmen is like, let us do our duty at this point of time for the mankind.
Sorry, before I let you go, final question is, we have heard this a lot that many employees across companies are getting COVID positive. So from the CEO standpoint, what are the operational difficulties right now? Because once a person becomes positive, he is definitely out of operations for almost 3 weeks. So how are you managing, and any advice then in this situation? What's the best way to manage things?
See, most important is the health and the life. So what we are trying to do is, because our this is a steel plant at Goa, and perhaps the only steel plant over here, and then it is a continuous operation from where this oxygen is getting produced. So what is very essential for us is, taking care of the people. So we are continuously checking. We have a medical team, and there is a COVID care committee which is set up all across our group, whether it is Goa or Karnataka, Odisha or everywhere. So every state has got a specific COVID care committee. That committee is meeting every day. They are almost having the list of all the own employee as well as the business partner employee, because business partner employee is also our employee almost. So their well-being, if anybody is having some symptoms, immediately, taking it out, and the moment the symptom is there, immediately trying to trace the other people whosoever came in contact. And that is how, like a war, or rather like a war room, this entire situation is going. And that is how, by God's grace, I believe still we could continue the operation safely. And but again, keeping the finger crossed, because this is absolutely
This is an
important that
ongoing situation.
all of us, and I my suggestion to everybody would be, the way I have seen this type of 24/7 COVID care committee has really helped. So our industry, and I feel this is the same sort of thought process should be developed in all sort of continuous process industry, where it cannot be stopped. But then this is how we can protect the life, protect our people.
Yeah. Souvik, thanks a lot for joining. I think more and more corporates come forward, pitch in like this, because I think, as you rightly said, at an individual level also we need to contribute whatever best we can, because that's the enormity of the situation we are into. Souvik, thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you. Saglek Dev Vargu.